All right, guys, let's go. Hello, hello.
Okay, again, happy Monday. I was just saying that the last Monday of every month, we're doing a live Q&A. So it's just completely open. I really don't have a bunch of questions that I'm going to start with. So it's really up to you guys. This is your chance to get your questions answered live, as well as it really does help others because they might have the same question as you, or may have thought about it and just not thought to ask. So go ahead and start writing in your questions, and then I'll start with just a couple that I get frequently still. One of them is with children and pregnancy and breastfeeding. So with both of those cases, the reason why I lump them together is because it's the same answer. If it's for a child, first, our products currently are formulated and dosed for adults 18 and older. So that's why we defer to the pediatrician. So it doesn't mean that something cannot work for your child. An example, I had one today for a 17-year-old, and I know it's right there, right on the cusp, but I just said it was about the magnesium. I said, you know, personally, our child, our 11-year-old takes one of our magnesiums a day for her pediatrician, you know, because that dosing is correct for her, but you've got to speak with your child's pediatrician. And then the same thing goes for pregnancy and breastfeeding. It doesn't mean that you cannot have these supplements, but because of what's going on in your body, and you've got a baby, you've got a baby going on, we want you to speak to your OBGYN. So take the products with you, take pictures of the supplement facts, bring them up, show them our website, and then see how they feel about you using our products. Okay.
But that's a good thing though, because if there is a pregnancy, you go to the obstetrics doc and say, hey, like I know that I need to be taking EPA and DHA. I know I need my fish oil. Can I take this? Can I use this factor 4 product? I know I need folic acid. Can I use this multivitamin with L-methylfolate in there? So definitely, I mean, I just use those three because those are the big ones. Those are really important. So I just pulled up the YouTube stream because I know a lot of people are streaming YouTube and not on Zoom. So I want to be able to get all questions.
Oh,
you see what I mean?
Right. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's just dive in because I feel like I did have some others, but now that we're doing both ends, we're going to have more, but whoops.
Yeah, and at least when there's a question, repeat the question so that people know what we're answering.
Okay, which LiveGood products should not be taken together or close together? That big one goes with the magnesium.
Yes, I would think so. Yeah. So anything that can chelate or bind or compete for absorption sites are things that we want to keep separate. It's not going to be a perfect science all the time, but just good general advice. One of the reasons why we left calcium out of the multivitamin, which, guys, by the way, we are developing a calcium bone supplement. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be a great one. But you want to take calcium and magnesium. You want to take calcium with a multivitamin. You don't want to do it that way. You want to take your calcium separate. You want to have your magnesium separate. You know, so there's some examples, but if you have I can actually do a Zoom specifically on which not to do together. And I think we might be starting a TikTok thing. So maybe I'll do a short video on, on that.
Yeah, but all the other ones, the combinations are fine together. You kind of just need to establish what routine works best for you. Yeah,
the vitamin D, and there's certain things like to go along with that is with food. You want to do like certain things would be with food to increase the absorption, to lower any possible GI distress so that you're not getting an upset tummy. Those are kind of things,
so that really goes for your fat soluble vitamins versus your water soluble. Fat soluble, you obviously want to take them with food because they want the fat to help them absorb. Yeah,
A, D, E, and K are your 4 fat solubles. Okay.
Okay. ETA on kids multi. You were just on the phone with her manufacturer.
Yeah, no, we're almost there. So we've basically approved formula. We're sourcing now. It's a little bit harder and more challenging to source because of the ingredients, but we're looking at possibly by Christmas, but certainly no later than mid-January.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, again, there are these gummies and the sourcing is challenging, as well as when you're manufacturing a big lump like that.
And USDA certified organic. So organic goes through a certification process, testing.
ETA on household items.
In the works. So do you want to answer that? I don't have an ETA, but we're working on a formula right now. It's just a challenging category because we want to be clean label as possible, but it needs to be an effective cleaner. So it's just a challenging.
Can you take the new creatine with the amino acids? Perfect combination. I love them together.
Yeah, me too.
You will notice if you haven't taken the creatine HMB yet, the HMB kind of has a little bit of a bitter flavor. Remember, we did not add anything to flavor this, that we didn't want to add things that you don't need to be taking. So I love the combination with the essential aminos because it just wipes that bitterness right out.
Yeah.
Okay. Will the creatine, oh, jeez.
I know,
Will
scroll's
the,
fast.
will the creatine be helpful to me even though I don't work out?
Oh gosh,
Take
yes,
that right.
please. We've done, I really did take a deep dive on the research. There's a lot of research, over 50 years of studies too, and there's no reason not to take it. We've kind of debunked some of the kidney issues, the weight gain issues. It's really in giving more cellular energy to your muscle, to your smooth muscle cell, your skeletal muscle. And it increases brain concentration, so your cognition can improve. Definitely good for brain health, all categories. It seems to be a winner.
Right. I mean, regardless, as we age, we lose creatine, just as many other things that we do in our bodies. So you do need to supplement with.
Right. Any plans for vitamins for seniors? Yeah, sure. Of course. We want to make sure our vitamins are tailored for as much as specific as possible. And I realize that seniors' nutritional needs are different than, say, most or younger generation, younger people. So yeah, the answer is yes, but it's not in the next 20, which means we're probably at least 6 months out or more.
Have you considered making the products that run out in 15 days a full month supply? That only goes for our protein.
That's it.
Because the methylene blue is 15 days, but that's targeted to take on and off. So we always say whether you take it every other day, whether you take it 15 days on, 15 days off. So that is meant to be like that. We have discussed it with the protein and
well, actually on our next release is the chocolate protein we're doing is a 30 serving. Yeah. So we will absolutely agree with that.
Right. We just need to kind of get around to doing it. We're so focused on.
We were in the beginning also focused really on helping people get started on protein and at an affordable price.
Right.
That was a big part of it.
Are the multivitamins good enough for people that had bariatric surgery? I've actually done a lot of comparisons to bariatric vitamins compared to ours, and there's almost no difference. Not saying that, I'm just saying you're not getting anything different with a bariatric vitamin besides the fact that they're calling it something, they're labeling it something, and they're charging like $40 more per supplement. That is what I have noticed specifically with comparing multivitamins. I don't know if you have any thought on that.
No.
Wasn't anything else added or taken away?
No, I could probably look into that a little bit though. I seriously doubt they're doing anything to say like slow the release of, I mean, all these vitamins are going to get into the gut, turn into sludge in the stomach, right? In the low pH, turn into sludge, and then maybe hit the first part of the small intestine for absorption and start going down that process. There's not any way, I don't think a vitamin company could specifically tailor it to bariatric.
Right. I think what they're trying to do is just make sure they know that it's very important to get those nutrients in.
Got it. So they're
trying to say like, these are the doses that you need, because some vitamin companies are less dose, but
correct.
We have significant amount of vitamin, the dosages in ours, so they're fine. That's what I was meaning when it's pretty comparable. Should someone start out with a lower dose of creatine? She's heard some people get a bit of a sick tummy.
Yeah, I don't think with creatine, I'm not advocating for a loading dose, meaning you would be taking like, I don't know, 20 grams a day for 5 days or a week straight. What we're suggesting is that you start taking between 2 and 5 grams of creatine. So really that would be, so 1 scoop of the creatine is 5 grams. So a half scoop, yeah, you're more than definitely go ahead and do that. 2.5 grams of creatine, 1.5 grams of HMB, and you just take that long term over about 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks for the lower dose. You'll start to see those improvements that we've talked about. Yeah, 2.5 grams, 2 to 5 grams is fine every day.
This is a question in Spanish about doing something in Spanish. I don't know exactly what it is, but I did just turn on the closed captioning. So if you are watching this, it should be able to translate into Spanish for you. Our bottles, our labels, those will not be, but if you need help with the website translation, well, first of all, you can select your language, but I also have a couple marketing stuff. So email me, lisa@livegood.com. Okay, what happened here? Anything in the product line that helps with sun damage? I mean, we have not skincare wise. We are working on a couple skincare products, but really it's loading the body with antioxidants is super important. So super reds, super greens, coffee. I don't know, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right on the antioxidants, but you're also The lutein and zeaxanthine, and the vitamin A, of course, in the multivitamins are
right.
good for eye and the cornea. They're the primary or the predominant pigment in the cornea. So good for like blue light exposure, sunlight, a lot of that light, a lot of that kind of issue. Also very good for skin is the carotenoids. So yeah, definitely the vitamin A and the antioxidant rich to help with the free radicals, because that's really what happens with sun damage, truthfully, is that, there's a lot of free radicals circulating. So
Right.
reds, the greens, the maltose, the coffee.
Okay, awesome. Question about high blood pressure. We have done a Zoom specifically on that. So just check our YouTube page and you'll find it. It touches on blood pressure, high cholesterol, ETA on pre-workout. What did he say today?
Yeah, we're on it. We'll have it. Gosh, we're already in November. Yeah, early December.
Yeah, I know we're all like super
Yeah.
eager on that one. I get you, Sarah. I am too.
There's a lot of, again, there's some of those ingredients that are very unique coming out in this new pre-workout E3, and that's been sort of the issue. Everything else is lined up and ready to go.
Someone's asking a question about products for macular degeneration. We do have, which Ryan had just mentioned, about the zeaxanthine and lutein in our multivitamins. Great for eye health, support vision health. That's what we have currently.
Yeah, we really kind of borrowed that intel off of the ARIDS 2 study. So you'll see that they've showed a lot of benefit, clinical benefit with those 3 ingredients. Oh, will we have B12 for vegan? We did the methylcobalamin, and I believe let me double check on that. Maybe you can email me, Gene. I'll check on the B12.
I always drink the super green, super reds, and aminos on an empty stomach before a workout. Is that okay? 100% if it works for you. Some bodies are a little bit sensitive to wheatgrass. So if you're just starting off with wheatgrass, I might say like try one at a time and try it after you've eaten, just until your body gets used to it. Because just because you might be sensitive to the wheatgrass doesn't mean you can't, you will never be able to take it. You just have to get your body used to it. So if it works for you, 100%.
Sorry, am I creeping on you too much?
We say not to take the calcium with magnesium, and other companies teach you that you need to take them together and sell calcium magnesium supplement.
Because the reason why, so maybe you're conflating 2 different issues, but you absolutely need magnesium for bone health, and as well as vitamin D3. So your calcium should be taken separately, though. That should be a dedicated supplement that you're controlling the amount and the timing. Absolutely, you need magnesium in supplement, and really vitamin D3 as well.
Companies tell them not to take the calcium and magnesium. I mean, we're saying don't take calcium and magnesium together, and other companies sell.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, okay. I think that's bad advice. I mean, I know why they're doing it for bone health, but I don't promote taking them together.
Right. I think it's just because they're doing it as like a marketing thing, because they're both necessary.
For bone support, yeah.
So looks great, but we really believe in taking certain things separately to get the maximum benefit of each, and that's one of them. Factor 4, is there a problem with factor 4 if there's a kidney issue?
No, but if you have, I don't know anything about that case, but again, if you have like, kidney disease and you're concerned about it, speak with a nephrologist. Make sure you present the supplement and ask, is this okay?
Is it? I don't know what that is.
I don't know if that is either. We are aware that the methylene blue tastes, pretty rough. We are improving that on the next one. We're already in works on it right now. It was tough. It's a tough one to nail down.
A massive holiday launch.
We do have something big coming.
Well, okay. We are it's something about a detox supplement. We are working on a supplement that helps support the body's detox pathways. Yes. Oh, okay. Methylene blue and MS. Yeah, I mean, especially if there's any brain trauma as a result, 100%. A lot of times with MS, it's also is very muscular. So, I push a lot of like hitting on making sure you're getting our adequate amounts of protein, amino acids, the collagen, but 100% if there's any brain trauma associated, yes. We are working on a couple LiveGood skincare products. Well, there's zinc in our multivitamin. We don't, at the moment, we don't plan to have a specific zinc supplement. I don't know, do you want to?
You're right. No, that's
Okay.
true. Garth asked, what's the driver for reformulating E3? Because the ingredients came, they were not a LiveGood formulated product, and I was not comfortable with, I'd say, some of those ingredients, as many of you were as well. So
It's just for the better.
for the
So we took out things that were not, should not have been in there, or we didn't want to put in there, and added some things that are great additions for pre-workout. So regardless, this is a new and improved version.
We always
You
try
will
to
like it.
avoid like added sugars when possible, and flavoring, and I mean that's a big push for us. You'll like the new improved version.
We talk about powdered versus collagen versus liquid collagen in our collagen Zoom. Remember, key thing here is everything starts in the lab as a powder, right? And then it's mixed with the liquid to form into a liquid. So this is like your purest, rawest form. We're not adding anything to make it a liquid.
It's pure as raw, but most importantly, it's the most stable. Powder form is the most stable. Everything has to be in a liquid form in the stomach eventually before when it gets in the stomach. So
Right.
I just don't support the liquids that are stored. They lack shelf life, they lack stability, and they're prone to contamination. So get less active ingredient. To me, it's mostly junk. I haven't seen a single, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
liquid form
Right.
product that I would support. I haven't seen a single one. So.
Coffee in K-cups. No, I don't think so. I mean, right now our coffee's, you know, it's a already made instant coffee, ready made. But with the K-cups, personally, not a fan, because they're made from plastic, and then you're heating the plastic, and then you're getting all those chemicals that leach out. So I'm not necessarily a proponent on them. So unless we can come out with a cleaner way, that's where we stand now. Status essential oils.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're pumped. It just came out of testing,
Okay.
so we're very adamant about the testing. It just got everything came out as pure, beautiful, great oil. So we're moving, we're designing, we're definitely pre-Christmas though, so get pumped for that.
Yes, best for regularity, lots of fluids, but magnesium, fiber, so coffee can help.
Pam, yes, Ben said he takes up to 6 factor 4 a day. Can you tell us why 6? How much is too much? So if one soft gel is 600 milligrams and we're saying take 2 a day, that's 1200. So the literature supports anything over 1200 milligrams to be kind of have an anti-inflammatory effect. Between 3000 and 4000 milligrams is going to really start to have an impact on your lipids, so the fat in your blood, so like your triglycerides. And between 3 and 4 grams, it's going to start to bring down the triglycerides and balance out your lipid profile. So that would be roughly 6 soft gels per day.
Right.
Yes. And they're well tolerated. Some days I take 6, most days I take 4.
Okay, gut health. Yes, we are working on a gut health supplement. Very excited about that. Prescriptions for acid reflux, you are correct, are horrible. And it's we actually need the acid, so we continue to push the acid down, which doesn't help the whole gut health proponent. So we are coming out with an amazing gut health supplement.
I get a lot of questions on drug-induced nutrient depletions, and the big one, of course, is the meds used for acid reflux, specifically the proton pump inhibitor. So there's people out there on Nexium or Prilosec, Prevacid, all of those PPIs ending in azole. They're definitely very detrimental, especially when taken long term. If you're going to start to do something, you're just treating something short term, maybe that's okay. Short term, please do not stay on those things long term.
Okay, what can help for osteoarthritis? You have our collagen,
yes,
the magnesium, vitamin D, the B vitamins, and our multi.
Factor 4.
Factor 4, yeah, combination.
Yeah.
What to get down that, inflammation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anchovies are not in the collagen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
There are anchovies in factor 4. That's our fish oil in factor 4. Our collagen is bovine strictly. There's no fish in it.
Bovine. Pasture raised. Breastfed.
Where are you?
Look, I'm saying the
Oh,
bovine, the college
like what?
source of bovine.
Do we have a vegan protein without hemp or whey? No, because our protein is with hemp.
Well, it's predominantly fermented pea to
Right.
get rid of the anti-nutrients, and then we added some of the organic hemp, just texture, flavor, all the benefits of the hemp. There's a lot of nutrients.
Mike, I'm not sure exactly what Balance of Nature supplement. Go ahead and email me that one and we'll hash it out together. Contains wheat off the shake. We've been told by the manufacturer that it has to say contains wheat due to the wheatgrass, but we're working on it because I know it's confusing because a lot of people say, well, how can it be gluten-free if it says contains wheat, but wheatgrass is gluten-free, and maybe we can change that eventually. Still trying to work on it. Muscles and bones, we've talked a lot about that. What can be done for them? Any detox teas coming? We have had a handful of requests for those, so that's in my head there. One big thing with thyroid, just to let you guys know, is avoiding gluten and dairy, as those can exaggerate the symptoms.
Got a question here about probiotics. Yes, we are working on some probiotic strains right now. Prebiotic, probiotic, symbiotic, postbiotic. I'm spending quite a bit of time actually researching the literature and looking into getting the best possible strains. There's some exciting new literature coming out on Akkermansia is one that I'm looking at, but real challenging.
Yes, again, we're replacing the skincare. We're working on it. Why do we not have gummies? We have a children's multivitamin gummy coming out, and we're kind of in the works with a sleep one. But I mean, other than that, it's hard to make a gummy without added sugars, or without putting the sugar substitutes that you don't want in it. It's just really hard to make a clean gummy. The proprietary blend in the super greens. I don't have one with me. That's listed. All the ingredients underneath it are the proprietary blend ingredients. The only one that when we're going to work on a label change on it in the coffee is it doesn't break it down into the amounts per ingredient on our coffee. Every other product, you'll see the word proprietary blend and the total amount, and everything indented underneath it are the ingredients. Do you have any more on there that?
Yeah, you're nowhere near the bottom.
Well, they keep coming in. With the greens and reds, if the grittiness and the taste really bothers you, I mean, there's ways. Anything goes very well in our protein powder, which is so delicious. The reds, I have a handful of people that like to put it in warm water, like a tea, which dissolves it really well.
I got a question about the methylene blue. How to take the methylene blue if you're trying to minimize a blue mouth. We recognize that's a challenge, so I'm going to show you something. I've not done this before.
Oh, right.
But let me just do this up here. I might as well.
So the mixing in water. The reason we just haven't done is because we don't mind the blue tongue. But we figured since a lot of people are doing it, and it's just as effective. So drop it in, and we're just going to do a little test and see as it dissolves. Ryan's going to drink it with the straw, and let's see how blue his mouth is.
Last time we did this, I failed pretty miserably, but not with the water, just trying to put it in the back of the tongue. I know, guys, it's a challenge, but I think it's worth it.
We have manufacturing partners. I'm not sure, Lily, the exact question. Ingredients come from all over. We source based on purity and potency, so it's kind of hard to
stab at that.
Okay.
The sourcing, the formulating is all done by me. Like, I work with manufacturing partners that have already established relationships with farmers. If I find a farm which I have done, I will get their information. I'll make an introduction, and we'll go through and follow the SOPs, the standard operating procedures within the CGMP guidelines, to ensure that they meet spec, so that they're qualified to be a provider. That's happened quite a few times. So yes, we have manufacturing partners, but I'm deeply involved with every aspect from sourcing to manufacturing, fulfillment, the whole thing. So if you need to know anything, definitely reach out to me. I'll have the answer for you.
Right. And yes, I mean, we're shy of 2 years old. This is from the same user, Lily. Warehouse, our main warehouse is in Jupiter, Florida with us. And we are opening up a branch in Germany. All of our international packs have been shipped there. And we're just waiting to get those launched.
Yeah, they should be any day.
Oh, why are the anchovies not listed on the Factor 4?
What? Why?
Why are the anchovies not listed on the Factor
The
4?
names of each anchovy fish?
No, just
I'm just joking.
word.
No, they should be. It says source from anchovy. Absolutely should be. I was very adamant. I'm that they are. They are.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not, send me a picture. I can't believe that you want to see
What's
the
in
word
the-
anchovy. Maybe look to the right of the supplement facts. It should be listed. Absolutely, it's there. I want people to know it's anchovy. I'm very proud that it's anchovy. And not some mackerel or older, larger predatory fish that gets high in PCBs, high in metals, where we know anchovies. And by the way, these anchovies are ethically sourced, so we're following strict ethical guidelines on the sourcing for anchovy.
Yes. Marcel, you asked how we compare to Melaleuca. Send me what products you're thinking about.
That's a good question, because the cleaning, for instance, cleaning brand, I mean, they do price it well. They don't have a bad product. So it's just, we're looking at how can we be better.
Right. Chewable for kiddos. I think we're going to stick with the gummy, as I had a very large crew at our bus stop, our children's bus stop, and every one of those kids gave it the gummy a thumbs up. Even the ones that said, the mom said they're so picky, they only like this, they only like that, all thumbs up. Super Reds collagen together, yes, combine the powders, makes life easy. We're coming out with a whey protein and will not have hemp in it. So our proprietary blend, the total amount is listed. That needs to be there. And then we went further and broke it down to tell you the exact amounts of each ingredient. You do need the total amount there. So I'm sorry if it's confusing, but I hope I just cleared that up for you. Anything over there?
I've looked at the CMOS. Somebody just asked about CMOS. I actually have a link. Maybe that's you that we've been emailing back and forth. I'm looking at the CMOS.
Yes, Mandy, whey protein, chocolate flavor in the works. Yes, Pam is saying she cuts the methylene blue strips in half, puts them together, way back of tongue, drinks
Works.
water. That's my preferred method, but did you try this?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
But it's getting late. So let's do it.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Those are all, stream live. So they are always on our YouTube channel for anybody to see at any time. Please refer back to them. And also touch back on our other Q&As, because it does help with a lot of questions. Anchovy is listed at the end of the other ingredients at the bottom of the label. Thank you, Joel. Okay. Melaleuca uses a lot of soy in their products. Yes, we do not use soy. Common allergen, and also when you're going to consume soy products, you want it in the whole soybean form. Think of like edamame beans, tofu, but like any soy protein isolates and stuff like that. I mean, junk.
I'm looking.
Junk. That's not bad. Did you finish?
Not well. Yeah, I think I did.
No, there's a little bit in there.
Not bad. Honestly, the straw's not bad. It's got a little bit of that bitter flavor. We're working on the flavor for second round, but not bad.
Trisha says Melaleuca products are private label.
Oh, they are. I wonder who the contract manufacturer is on that. Trisha, Trisha. Yeah, if you know, send me over. Or I might just email you.
Yes, the protein powder can be mixed with milk if that's your forte, 100%. We have lots of information out there we give about reducing inflammation in the body, but our good product is that factor 4. And we always, like how Ryan was just discussing, how you can take 8 per day. Sometimes it's really good or 6, sorry, good to load. And then as the inflammation decreases, you can back off if you so desire.
For all of you out there to get blood work done, make sure you're having your doc look for inflammatory markers also. CRP is one of the big ones.
Pat says they go CMOS in my country, St. Lucia. We had our honeymoon there.
Yeah, I love it. Love St. Lucia.
I've yet to go back. Best time to drink collagen is any time of the day. Just make sure you get it in. Can you take too much CBD? Well, I mean, you
I think
get a little tired,
Yeah.
lethargic.
Yeah.
Melaleuca has undisclosed ingredients.
Ooh, that's not a good thing.
And it says let.
No, we're all
I
about
left
label
them-
transparency. That's a big one.
This says I left them in 2016 because they also have titanium dioxide in their $120 supplements.
And if
Okay.
you pay any attention, so California now banned titanium dioxide as well as red number, dye number, or something. And New York looks like it's going to do the same. So trust me,
Right.
we're all about label transparency and clean labels. So thank you for that, Michelle.
Yeah, enter this one. Okay.
Somebody's asking about microcrystalline cellulose the vegetable capsules. Can be used for some fillers, but I'm going to let you guys know now for those that are watching in the next week or so, probably next Monday, actually, for our Zoom, we're going to announce updates to our existing product line. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to see that we have moved our capsules into using different ingredients, cleaned it up a little bit better. And I'm proud to make that announcement.
Okay, this is great. We just got this Widmere. I might be butchering her name. I'm sorry. We both just got this email and I told Ryan to take it, so you can answer it here.
Oh, magnesium. Somebody wants to use magnesium that's chelated. Sure, that's fine. That's what ours is actually as well. So we have a complex. Ours is magnesium glycinate and gluconate. It's predominantly glycinate, but it's chelated. So it's chelated magnesium with glycine, which is a very important amino acid. And man, I'll tell you, I am still of the belief that the magnesium glycinate is the superior form of magnesium.
Yes, 100%. So we agree with what your friend is saying.
Yeah.
You want to take magnesium in the chelated form, and ours is.
Is chelated with glycine. And that's all good, because that word might be confusing to somebody. I don't know. Chelate obviously just means some binding.
Since CBD is used to help with sleep, should only be taken in the evening. Not necessarily, because we have endocannabinoid systems and you want to keep that in homeostasis. So, but you also have to know how CBD makes you feel. If it does make you feel tired and lethargic, either go a lower dose or take it nightly before bed. You said
I got a question here on black cumin oil.
Yeah,
it's on my vision board.
It's
in the product. I can tell you that. So it's within the next 20.
Yes, Frank, these are on our YouTube channel. So if you go to the live section, everything that is streamed live will be there. Some of our older ones, we weren't streaming live at the time. So you'll just go to the videos.
Somebody asked about having a 5,000 international unit D3. We're not there. We're a 2,000 unit per capsule. But if you notice, there's 60 capsules. So that would be 4,000 units if you're 30 taking 2 a day. But at 5,000 units, you can run into some issues. Remember, it's fat soluble and it can jam up on people and become too much. So the people that are using 5,000 and 10,000 units, that's okay. But I suggest that you make sure you know your lab work. Right.
Like previously, when we had a clinic, we would only do the 5,000 or 10,000. We would only give that based on if we saw their blood work. That was it.
And the 2,000, like my numbers, for instance, I'm right at 50 nanograms per ml. The 2,000 every day predictably should give you between 30 and 50 nanograms per ml. She likes to be closer to 80. She might take more, but I'm spot on right at 50 with 2,000 units a day.
Right. And I'm only doing 2,000 units a day. But when you say your doc, you go in for blood work and your doctor's like, oh, your vitamin D is very low, take 10,000 units. That doesn't mean you have to take that for the long term. That's to help get your numbers where they need to be. And then you want to have a maintenance dose. So we feel that this 2,000 international units is the most effective maintenance dose. So know your numbers, do what you have to do to get there. Even if you had to triple it. I mean, our prices are so cheap. There's no, just buy 2 bottles. Easy.
Somebody asked about glyconutrients. I'm assuming you probably heard that from us way back when. We are incorporating some of our glyconutrients into a total body kind of brain health longevity supplement. So more on that later.
Okay, fulvic mineral powder. Yes, what's on there. Yes, Kelly, I love the idea of hair care. I feel like I'm constantly battling trying to find what works for me. So we'll put that on the radar. Canadian CBD. This is a shipping thing. Unfortunately,
they just block it.
Yeah, right now our carriers, they're not letting it in. So we had to turn it off internationally. So were allowing you guys to order it, then we were shipping, and then it was getting turned away at customs. So until that's going to change, we've got to keep it turned off. Okay.
Guys, all right.
That was a big chunk.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. It's 35 minutes after, so.
Sorry. If we didn't get to your questions, you guys know how to find me, Lisa@livegood.com. Always here to help answer your questions. We hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Monday and rest of the week. Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah.